So in the last week or two, a Petland opened here in Charleston, West Virginia, and animal advocates around the area are very upset because they're selling puppies. Somebody posted a video of the puppies in the cages, and one of them was gagging, obviously ill. And then the talk became that there was a Petland here previously that got shut down for animal neglect or animal abuse, something along those lines. And then Petland posted on their page that there's actually a shortage of dogs in shelters across the United States, which really upset people. And now there is a protest. So I'm going to go talk to some of the protesters. I'm going to attempt to speak to the manager at Petland to allow them a chance to speak, and we're just going to see what's going on. Get the old mask on in here. I look like a duck. Also have some advertising cards if people want to check out the channel on YouTube. Here I go. So as soon as I got out of my car, the police were over there running protesters off the sidewalk in front of Petland.
Okay. Hi, I'm Libby Ballard, and I'm with a group of protesters here today to hand out some information about how Petland partners with puppy mills to bring the animals into their stores. Many of the animals come in sick and are coming from very inhumane situations. So today we have a group of people here that is trying to provide information to the public about what this store stands for. And we would appreciate anybody who would like to support a boycott on Petland to get them to leave this area. We would appreciate it. We feel that puppy mills supported by big box stores are perpetuating the problem in the United States that puppy mills cause. So thank you very much. Bye.
Also, wait, what happened over there? The police were here when I got here.
The police came today because we have a permit from the city to protest today, but they are saying that this whole parking lot and in front of the store on their sidewalk is private property, and we have to go outside the shrubs here to be on public property. So we waited until the law enforcement came to tell us that we would have to stay outside the shrubs, so we're moving out there.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right.
Hey y'all, my name is Amber Costello. I've lived in Charleston for about 5 or 6 years. I've lived in West Virginia for almost 15 years. I've fallen in love with the state. I have been so thankful in my lifetime here that there is not a pet store that sells puppies from puppy mills. And unfortunately, last week, there has been a puppy mill store that's been introduced to Charleston, and we have to let them know this is not okay. The rescue community, the foster community, and our citizens cannot have this in our community. They sell puppies from puppy mills. They lie to the consumers about where the animals come from. They lie about their parents. They lie about health guarantees, and they have to, because no reputable breeder sells puppies to pet stores. Puppies cost upwards of $10,000 and are often sick. I personally work in the veterinary field, and I see puppies personally from Petland that come in sick that owners cannot afford to treat. So if you do want to buy a puppy, that is totally fine. Get a reputable breeder, find parents on site, get genetic health testing, get health guarantees, get a spay and neuter contract. Don't buy from Petland. Don't buy from Petland.
Now, Amber, we just spoke, but Petland is a nationwide chain, correct? And now they just came here to Charleston.
Yes.
As someone who's a big animal rights advocate, you know, how does that make you feel?
It's insulting. It's a slap in the face to our community that already suffers with poverty to sell puppies for $10,000. It's a slap in the face for people who work in rescue, for people who work in foster, for people who are basically killing themselves to pull animals from shelters here. Shelters in West Virginia euthanize about 15,000 animals per year, healthy, young, adoptable animals due to overpopulation. So to bring puppies in, bred on factories, is not good.
Now, what is your guys' goal here today?
We really just want to raise awareness to let people know Petland has given us all of the firepower that we already need. All you have to do is visit a owner and to find out that this place has a track record of abuse. It has a track record of selling dogs from puppy mills. This is not rumor, this is not hearsay, this is not my personal opinion. These are facts, and they cannot be allowed in Charleston. Absolutely. I want the consumer to make that decision on their own.
And so what do you recommend? You just kind of touched on it, but somebody who does want a puppy, rather than going here, where should they go?
Yeah, so I would always check your local shelters. I adopted a dog a couple of years ago. She's my soulmate. Her name's Peaches, if anybody knows Peaches. Or you can find a reputable breeder. Now, a reputable breeder versus a backyard breeder, you're going to want genetics on both parents to ensure that you're getting a healthy puppy. You want parents on site. You want a contract, and you want a spay and neuter contract as well.
All right, thank you.
You guys hijacked my interview.
I'm sorry.
All right, guys, so yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to some other people.
Thank you.
Would you like to say something? Would you like to say anything about what's going on here today?
No.
Would you like to say anything about what's going on here today?
I would say,
I'm gonna back it. Okay, go ahead.
I would say first off, adopt. If you are looking for something breed specific, check rescues or go to a reputable breeder who does genetic testing, is into breed preservation, and has all of their medical genetic tests, everything documented. You can see the parents, you can see their breeding facility, their nursery. But our local shelters are overflowing right now, and with lots of dogs that could use a home as well.
Thank you. Hey guys.
Hey.
I have a YouTube channel called WV Pet Project where I post videos and stories that happen here in West Virginia. And I came down here today to see what was going on. Would you like to say anything?
What about animal lives matter? You know, they've got feelings. They bleed the same as we do. And you know, I'm from Lincoln County. And I used to take care of 16 dogs because we don't have no animal control in Lincoln County. And right now, I've got 10 I take care of. And all my life, I've been an animal person. I love animals. I don't think God put animals down here for people to mistreat. So animal lives do matter.
Would you like to say anything?
No, that's my mom, so
Oh, okay.
she took care of it for us.
Okay.
Yes. The conditions are right.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I have a YouTube channel called WV Pet Project where I post videos and stories of animal issues that happen here in West Virginia. Would you all like to say anything?
I don't have anything of substance other than Petland buys from puppy mills. It seems to be common knowledge, but not enough. That's really all I have to say.
You're holding your sign.
Okay.
What's your sign say?
Expose the puppy mills from which you buy. This is actually aimed at Petland because they know, well, at least some of them know that these dogs are coming from puppy mills. They arrive in a van, puppies of all breeds. That's not how a breeder gives their dogs, sells their dogs. They're absolutely from puppy mills. So I think just looking into it a little bit can prove that these dogs have parents who are stuck in filthy cages and live their whole lives in the size of the smallest bathroom they've ever been in. That's the life of all the dogs, the parents of those dogs.
Plus, I think you'll want to check the dumpster here at this store later on for dead animals.
I'm sure that they expose them elsewhere. They put them in freezers when they die. I used to work at the Petland here before. I was quite naive. But looking back on it, it's all so obvious.
Back at Charleston Town Center.
Here.
I'm gonna back up.
Here.
What?
Petland right here?
They did.
What happened to the Petland that was in Charleston previously? I can't see you both.
It got shut down. It got shut down, but they had left puppies for days and days in the Charleston Town Center location without any food or water.
Over Christmas break.
Over Christmas break. And anyway, they got shut down in Charleston once before.
Does anybody remember what year that was, if anybody wants to research it?
If you look at the Protest Petland event page, there's a bunch of comments there that tells a lot of the information.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Were you at the shelter today?
Yes. like to say anything?
Adopt, don't shop. That's my message.
All right. Why are you here today?
To support, because we have so many in the shelters that are dying anyway, so.
I'm right outside Petland. I look like a drowned rat. It's raining. I'm gonna see if the manager wants to say anything. I asked her earlier and she said she would give me the number to corporate, but I'm gonna give her a chance before I leave. Just to be fair, one more chance. So earlier today, I was at the Petland protest in Charleston, and I spoke to the manager again before I left, and she gave me the phone number of the director of public affairs for Petland, or that I could email her. So in honest journalistic fashion, I'm going to call her and give her a chance to respond to the protest that occurred today and respond to the allegations made on the Facebook page, on the posts I've seen, and some of the things the protesters said. So here, I'm gonna call her.
Thank you for calling the Petland corporate office. Our normal operating hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. If you'd like to speak to customer service, please dial 1. If you'd like to speak to the merchandising department, please dial 2. Thank you for calling Solutions.pet. Your call will be recorded for training and monitoring purposes. For hours of operation, please press for information on how to submit an online claim. Please press 4 to speak to a live representative. Please stay on the line. Your call will be answered by the next available agent.
Thank you for calling Solutions. How can I help you?
Hi, I was at the protest today at the Petland in Charleston, West Virginia, and they gave me this number to get a hold of Elizabeth Kunzelman.
I'm going to ask with Solutions.pet.
This isn't Petland's corporate number.
Petland corporate.
This.
Okay, let me give you the office phone number. They're closed through the weekend. There won't be a phone number listed here. I was able to pull it up. If you're ready, I can provide that to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. It is going to be over to Petland corporate office in their Chillicothe location.
Okay.
All right. I want to get over to, whenever you went through the, I want to make sure I get you the right number because I know that one since you here. What the number that you were provided? What does it end in?
2464.
Okay, yeah, that's their warranty plan. Yeah, it could be because the office is closed. Let me see if I can find the direct number. So I do have their phone number here. It is going to be, like I said, they are currently closed. They'll be open on Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
The phone number is 800.
Okay.
221.
Okay.
5935.
Okay, so this number is not the public affairs office?
No, ma'am. Maybe like during the week. So I'm in Solutions Pet. We're a third party company.
You too, bye.
Like health warranty claims and stuff.
Oh, okay.
For the corporate stores, but If the corporate office is closed, sometimes the system will like redirect you here.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, my pleasure.
I tried. The questions I had written down were
what they had to say
was
about their
phone calls.
allegations that
8
their
minutes
puppies come from
that I
puppy
spent
mills.
on that.
And
the
what they have to say about
one,
the
if not two,
allegations
pet
and the
lands,
video
I think it was
I
two,
saw of the sick puppy
were previously shut down in Charleston.
Also, I was going to ask
I wanted
for
to ask
a comment on their statement that there's a shortage of dogs in U.S. animal shelters. But,
you know, I really feel that I gave them a chance. Like, I tried to speak. She gave me this number. I can only make a video with what I have available. So what I have available is the protesters' statements that were out there today and what I can find. There's no recent is. Veterinary medicine brings American animal. The link takes, or I looked up the studies that Petland quoted on their. They found that commonly cited figures underestimate in by shelters. Survey and capture / recapture methodology to estimate the number of dogs in U.S. animal shelters, adoption every year. The population estimates. For many, the quote, for many years, people have quoted numbers of animals going in and out of shelters. There's never really been any research behind them. Even beyond that, nobody really knows how many shelters are in the United States. There's no official registry for shelters, no group providing oversight. We're extrapolated shelters to create can be anything from a few kennels to a huge 2.6 million opt-out dogs. Dogs are
They
adopted.
also compared the list
from different sources to estimate the number of shelters in the US. 778,000 transferred, and 776,000 animals are euthanized. Shelters. That is not a shortage of dogs. Tell those 776,000 dogs that die every year that there's a shortage of them in animal shelters. I looked up the Mississippi state, so I'm also going to go to the link that takes me somewhere different. Okay, so here's Petland of Charleston on their Petland Charleston. And then they said shelters take in 5.5 million dogs annually. In 2016, there was an American demand for 8 survey is available online somewhere. We lost a link to a Washington Post article. And then it mentions the Mississippi State University study and also says again, the number of dogs euthanized in American animal shelters has dropped to fewer than 780,000 per year. And it says that if shelters are killing 780,000 animals a year, how can you say that there is a shortage of dogs? So then the animal policy group, the lobbying firm that crunched the numbers on the demand for dogs, the American Kennel Club, that U.S. shelters can't meet the demand. Association can't meet America's demand for 8 million dogs a year. Large. I don't understand this. If they can't meet the demand, then 780,000 dogs wouldn't be euthanized. So
I'm done. Enjoy the video. I tried to be open-minded. I tried